menace. A menace because the system, I go against it. To society. To society because I see the I and we. You are you and I am me. But you and me make we. What an irony. The powers that be want to minus me. But minus me adds to the mindless lights we see. Righteously is a sight to see. And selfishly is a likely. I'm from the left, but I still write it. Post a stack on Instagram, I bet you gon' like it. If I post a pic of Africa, you probably gon' skip it. Wear African medallion, they like Skrilla, you different. I'm like, nigga, you tripping. I'm a menace. A menace because the system, I go against it. To society. To society because I see the I and we. You are you and I am me. But you and me make we. What an irony. It's another West Coast classic, y'all.
All right, what's going on, you guys? Thank you for tuning in to the Let Me Speak podcast. I am your host, Deasia. That song you just heard was Melanin to Society by one of my amazing guests that we have here tonight. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, how y'all doing, man? I go by the name of Skrillafornia, straight out of Compton, California. And y'all can follow me at Skrillafornia. That's SKRILLAPHORNIA.
All right. And who else do we have here tonight?
Yo, it's Sage. You can follow me on all social media platforms at SAEGARTS. Coming straight out of the East Coast, man. Glad to be here.
All right. I just want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for being here.
I appreciate you having me.
Oh, you got another special guest.
Yeah. You look like you forget
I wasn't done. I wasn't ready. Pops thought I forgot him. We got Pops in the building too. I wasn't done introducing. Gotta say the best for last, you know.
Yeah, you got definitely best for last.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, people? This is Pops,
Pops
a.k.a. Kerry Plummer.
Pops is
Deja's dad. I just want to give a shout out to Parkway.
Yeah.
100.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Yes, sir.
All right. Again, this is the Let Me Speak podcast. And for those of you who are tuning in for the very, very first time, this podcast is a podcast dedicated to allowing the up-and-coming African-American hip-hop artist to voice his or her opinion on important things that are going on in the world, important things that affect us as a black community as a whole. Rappers, artists, they can speak on more than, like I always say, they can speak on more than,
most definitely,
than, who got the most jewelry,
exactly.
who got the most ice.
Who got the most drip and the most cars, all that type of stuff.
And despite how the white man,
right.
Let me not say that. Despite how the media likes to portray it, portray you guys,
Right. So all that's cool, but that's just surface. We just talking about the surface when we talk about that stuff. It's a lot more deeper though.
Exactly.
We can get into life, real life.
And that's all I'm trying to do is let it be known that you guys can speak on more than just the stereotypical things.
Most definitely.
All right, so let's just jump right into it. First things first is Black History Month.
Yeah, it is. February.
We in this thing, boy.
Black History Month.
We in this thing.
Black History is not just a month, though. It is.
Yeah, definitely not just a month.
It's
definitely not a month. It's a legacy. It's really, honestly, to me, I would say Black History is not just a month, but it's also not just Black history, but it's American history.
Right.
And not only is it just American history, it's really America's foundation, really. If you really do your history on America, and then you see how America was built and what it was built on.
Our backs.
Exactly. So Black history is really America's foundation.
Facts.
Man, America got a lot to be thankful for because of black people.
Exactly.
Air conditioning.
Yeah.
Traffic lights.
Yeah.
Open heart surgery.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
Everything, man. Music.
Yeah.
Dance moves.
Jazz.
Right.
Pretty much anything you could think of.
Anything with the sauce, bro.
Our fingerprint is on it.
Yeah, it's just like a way to reclaim our strength, to like refresh ourselves, because like all through the year we haven't had to kind of control ourselves to the masses or the white people, as a go to their 9 to 5s, had to kind of be docile for the white man, or other people rather, and that's just a way for we could just be ourselves, man, and enjoy what things that we've done in this culture, you know.
Yeah.
Stuff.
What? Well, I guess I was gonna say what is Black History mean to you guys, but I mean, I guess you guys definitely basically.
I mean, I can definitely elaborate. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like I was saying, I feel like Black history is definitely American history, and not only American history, it's also America's foundation. But not only is it just history, like when you use, because like when we say Black history, but not only is Black history just history, but it's also future, because if you really pay attention to our history, we really dictate where the world is going. Not even just America, but the world in general. Right. You know what I mean? Even right now, if you look at hip hop is pretty much in the driver's seat of culture on the planet Earth. Not even just in America, but on planet Earth. And hip hop is most definitely Black. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Even right now, as we speak, in my opinion, it's kind of straying away from, you know what I mean, us being Black, but either way you cut it, though, it's Black. You know what I'm saying? And that's just been indicative of us as Black people, how we can control culture and how we control a nation and what direction that we go.
I said the last episode, and I'm going to say it again. I said the Black man is the most mimicked man. Yeah, I got that from Paul Mooney.
Definitely.
I mean, it Black culture just is.
Exactly. And Black culture is Black history. And again, like I said, like even when you look at TV, because it's not even just hip hop, but if you look at TV, if you look at fashion, if you look at even when you look at politics now, you got presidents for what do they call it? Because I'm not really into politics like that. I really don't like politics, but like when the president just first get into office and then do the inauguration, they want all these rappers and all these people to come perform.
Right.
You know what I mean? You look at the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
You look at the Super Bowl. They want people to come perform at. You know what I mean? They want these Black people to come, and then not only that, you look at stuff like the car. Like a lot of people look at Henry Ford as the guy when it come to cars, but it was a Black man that brought the blueprints to him to build a plant. You know what I mean? To make mass production of cars instead of making one car at a time. So when I think about Black history, man, I really think of it as American history and just America's foundation. And then to make it even broader and bigger, it's really more so the world's foundation, because we were the first man to walk this earth. You know what I'm saying? So Black history is everything.
Thanks.
It definitely is. All right, so you said you guys are Black men, and it's been in my opinion, I feel like it's been a topic that I've been hearing a lot about, especially like online and like social media. So I want to ask, do you guys feel that the Black man favors or loves the white woman or any woman opposite of his race?
No.
Not just you. Not just you, but like just speaking on like how
it's a lot of
how it's
a lot of sections to that.
Yeah, honestly, like because there's like a lot of layers to it, but I think there's a small percentage that do, and they're in a very influential space, and so when they say something, it makes it seem like it's the whole picture. Exactly. But I feel like that's really a small percentage of Black men who actually do favor white women over Black women. But I feel like I personally have never even met another Black male that's like, oh, I don't mess with Black girls, something like that.
Oh, I have.
You have?
Oh, yes, 100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have never met one either.
And they are definitely out there.
They are definitely out there.
I just think it's
for sure, they're definitely out there.
I just think it's smaller than what the media is trying to make it seem.
I think it's the ones that's a part of that that world that majority of us are not a part of. You know what I mean? Like say if like an NBA player and they get the contracts, or NFL player, or these entertainers,
and that's
these entertainers, it's because they become a part of that world and become a part of that occult. That, you know what I mean? I don't mean to,
and that's what I was gonna say. Why do you think that is? But and that kind of answers it.
Once you get under that umbrella, you know what I mean.
But like I don't know, why do you guys think that is? And I agree.
It's like, because it goes to me. My philosophy is, as far as being revolutionary as Black people, is number one thing is Black love, right? Because once you have a Black love, then you have a Black family. Then once you have a Black family, then you can raise black, you know what I'm saying, just black people in general.
Black
you know
kings and queens.
Exactly, black kings and queens that respect themselves, love themselves, and then want to.
That's probably what Pat Poose is talking about when he wears that black love
Exactly. So now when we get in a certain place of status or get a certain amount of money, the people that's paying us and giving us that certain amount of money may lay down ground rules. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why you can't necessarily get out in public and speak out like you want to speak out. It all goes in the same category to me. You know what I mean? So I think that once you get to a certain place and you messing with a certain, how I want to say, like you in a certain code, you know,
a certain I don't want to say status, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
once you become the in crowd, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then there's certain guidelines that you got to follow in order to not just obtain it, but to maintain it. You know what I mean? So it's like once I get a certain amount of money, they don't want to see a powerful black family rise. You know what I mean? Because because then it becomes, now we start talking about generational wealth. And then if we talking generational wealth now, and if we passing down money and we getting richer and richer, and then our family is growing and
can't have that.
We passing that money down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a good look for them, because then it feel like now they gonna get weeded out, because we already is us being where we at now without money. You see how powerful we are. We was just talking about Black history. You see how powerful we are now. So if we're able to get a certain status as far as wealth and pass that down, then they become obsolete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they meaning,
Very
I'm not
true.
even just saying white people, just people in general.
Yeah.
Because it sounds racist when I say it, but it's nearly not. It's just evident that we the most dominant race on earth, and not in a way of such as like power, like we'll kill people or nothing like that, but more so it's just we more influential.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect word, influential.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's kind of like three different levels. Because you have self-hatred does play a part of it. Like you have people like artists like Kodak Black, who comes on saying he hates black women and stuff like that, and he's like one of the blackest
And he
blackest
can't,
people. You know
he said he can't date any women. He doesn't like dating dark skinned women, basically black women, because he's grown up with dark skin all his life, and he wants somebody lighter than him.
That's being uneducated.
So it's like it's uneducated, ignorance, and self-hatred. Yeah, so you have that level. Then you have, like, again, when you get to the certain status, there's a lot of black women who aren't in that space. So if you're in a celebrity status, and you're always going to these parties, you're always seeing these white men and these exotic women, right?
Yeah,
you start to think that, okay, if I'm going to find love, it has to be with these kind of women, because these are what I'm always around.
Used to.
So it's like you just around those circles, you know what I
Ain't
mean?
nothing like some chocolate.
I know, right? I mean, it's just,
I mean, girl I've been dating, she's Puerto Rican. Act just like a sister.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, I always feel like Latinos and blacks, Spanish,
we one in the same.
We one in the same, exactly.
Pretty much.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
I feel that same way too.
Yeah.
Like it's, the brown and black is, we pretty much one in the same.
Definitely.
A lot of black women don't. You know what I'm saying? They just like, there go another one. Went to the other side.
But see, it's a thing with that, like, even to go deeper into that, this is going to make me go deeper into what we talking about now. It's like, with black women, the way we treat black women these days is so it's hard for them to just accept anything being equal or being they the same as us. It's because they get overlooked and mistreated so often. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I said, we talked about that on another past episode. I just feel like the black woman is very underappreciated.
Yeah, the most underappreciated.
Yeah, I mean,
even more so than the black man.
As much as I said, the black man is one of the most mimicked man. Like I said, the woman too. I mean, like
right.
Look how much
these white girls trying to get big booties.
Yeah,
we talked about it last time.
Lip implants,
the hair, all that.
They want to get hair braided and all that.
It's always, and that's the thing that gets me though. When I see black men who like celebrate white women who are mimicking white or black culture.
Looks
like why do you like that, but you don't like where it comes from?
When you don't like when to go to the source.
But you
I
like
think it also comes back. It goes
right.
back to what you were saying, self-hate of your own race. They, for whatever reason it is.
Yeah, just to build on that, like it also starts too from like if you look back into the 80s, how they kind of like broke down the black family, because a lot of the men in the family then had went to jail for drug charges and stuff like that. So like you have a lot of single mothers raising black men, and so now you have just a single mother trying to hold down the fort. And so now when she tries to meet another black man, she can't then play that submissive